A special announcement from Carrie from World Vision. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm in here from Chicago helping out. We're at 3 different churches this weekend, so it's a big Team World Vision weekend. I want to thank you guys for your support. As Pastor Dan said that last year you had a team. I am here to invite you guys to be part of the 2016 Team World Vision team at Northern Hills. So, as you see it up above there, this is our new jersey that we just came out with 2 weeks ago that we're running in. And this invitation, like I said, is for the Rock and Roll San Antonio half and full marathon. So it's in December. I'm aware that it's July right now. So we have to train and get ready for that race that's in December. Now, I know I lost about 90% of you when I used the words run and half marathon in the same sentence. So if that's you and you kind of checked out and you thought, this isn't for me, I need you to just check back in. Pay attention here because God could really be inviting you into something very cool that you just weren't expecting. And that was me 7 years ago. In 2009, I was at my church in Chicago, and I was sitting in the seat, just very similar to these, and I got the invitation to run the Chicago Marathon. And I thought, God, you are just real funny. You're crazy because I'm not a runner. And so I had this dialogue in my head with him like, yeah, that's not for me. And I felt him tugging on my heart and saying, yeah, this is for you and me to do. So I ended up saying yes to doing the Chicago Marathon. And I hadn't run a mile since high school PE class. Is that anybody here? The last time I'd run was when I was in high school. So I was terrified. I signed up, but it was just out of obedience. I felt God was calling me onto the team. A lot of people on our team say that they felt that calling. God called them to be on our team. And so if you're feeling a stirring in your heart, it just might be that. But I signed up, said yes, was terrified, and just had my world rocked because we do this for clean water projects in Africa, as you can see the kids behind me. So not only are we changing lives in Africa through World Vision's work, but the people on our team experience major transformation. For me, it was spiritually, it was physical, of course, but it was mental. I had said yes during a season where I was depressed. I needed God to show up big time in my life. And I needed, if you're in this place too, I wonder if many of you are, where you just need like a fire in your soul. And I needed my world to get bigger. And it's funny because we're called World Vision, this Christian humanitarian organization, but this expanded my world and my faith in a huge way. So I gained tons of new friends on the team. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect to meet so many people in the church this way. But again, what it did in me was forced me to trust God in something that was very scary to me, which was to run this race. The other thing that I love about Team World Vision outside of the community that we have is the reason why we run. So if you can show this next photo is a picture of my sponsored girl. Her name is Mishame. She lives in Ethiopia. This is last month, actually in June. I was with her a month ago, and this is why we run. Mishame is why I run. We got to meet her. I've met her twice now. She's 7 years old, I said, in Ethiopia, but she used to have to walk about more than 3 miles a day to get dirty, bacteria-infested water. And that's the story of most kids, that if you don't have access to clean water, you're walking for hours and hours a day to go get water that's going to make your whole family sick. And now, thanks to World Vision's work in her community, she has access to clean water. She gets to go to school. Her favorite subject is math. She wants to be an accountant, like her mom works at the local health center as an accountant. But Mishame is the reason why I run, and we run for kids like Mishame. So if you are someone that is looking to get in better shape, which is most people, I think, if you are someone that is wanting to make new friends within the church, if you're in a dry place in your faith, or you needed what I needed, which was just to see that all things really are possible with God, and cross the finish line of this race with us. And perhaps you just want to help fight global poverty and you've never known how. You've never known, how do I actually get involved with helping end the clean water crisis? Then I would say Team World Vision is for you. And again, if you're still thinking, I'm just not a runner, that's, I would say, perfect. We're not looking for runners here. So immediately after the service, you can come find me. I'm going to be in my bright orange jersey right here. We're going to host a 10-minute informational meeting. It's just to learn more, okay? And it's only going to happen today. So I want to encourage you guys to step through any fear. I told you guys I was terrified to go to that meeting at my church too. And I'm so glad I did. My world has just changed completely. And as well as Mishames and kids like Mishames. So for the Mishames in the world, for you, if you need to be at that meeting, step through fear, okay, and come to that. Listen to the voice. If you've got a tug on your heart like I did, pay attention to it. Don't ignore that. I'm going to show a short video. Again, that meeting's only happening today because I'm from Chicago. I fly out tonight. So just don't be afraid of the meeting, meaning it doesn't mean if you come, we're signing you up. You're coming to just learn more, to make a decision if you want to sign up, okay? And we're going to roll this video. When you watch this video, just know there's a power to saying yes.
One man heard a divine whisper that he could help the most vulnerable kids in the world by running marathons. So he said yes. He felt God ask him to invite others into the same vision, so he did. Many people felt scared of the unknown. Fear prevailed, and they said no. But many people pushed through that fear, and they said yes. The first year, 100 people said yes. The next year, 400 said yes. Then 1,000, then 2,000. As people said yes to new challenges and to changing the lives of kids and communities in Africa, their own lives started to change in drastic ways.
I started this year. This is my first year. I have only been out of a wheelchair for 2 years now.
In the beginning, I was like, my knees, I got too much weight, hold on. But I stuck with it.
And I just went all in. I thought I'm 55, why not? Bev did it at 60, I'll do it at 55.
This has really brought me back, helped me recommit my life to the Lord, but also to those less fortunate.
And plus the goal of like bringing clean water, that's beautiful. So I was like, this is something I really want to do.
We really did a lot of training, just the two of us, and it was just such a bonding moment of that time when your strength is faltering and the person next to you carries you through it.
Well, I've lost 75 pounds through this.
And I couldn't imagine my 7-year-old having to go run and get water for our family. So that's what keeps me motivated and focused.
I plan on running a marathon every single year until I die. Wow! We'll see how that happens or how that goes.
Over the last 10 years, over 25,000 people have joined Team World Vision, and they just keep saying that magic word, yes. Every one of those yeses also represents kids in Africa who get to say yes to life, yes to health, yes to an education, yes to hope. Hundreds of thousands of kids. Every movement, every revival, every revolution in the history of mankind has begun because someone said yes. They are yes people. We are yes people. You are one too. As long as there are children in this world without clean water, we will continue saying yes.